Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to support by hitting the like button, commenting down below, especially over some of the things that we're going to talk about. And yeah, Thronebreaker. It's going to be a title that is going to launch on the 1st of October and definitely is going to cause a lot of players a bit of stress, especially for those that are kind of scrambling and clambering around to grab the resources necessary, even doing the initial completion of Act 6 and through 6.4 to try and get themselves the title. But yes, the rank 3 6-star. Now we're going to go over some methods. I'm going to go over 4 methods. One is I want it quick. Second is I want it in the next month. Third is I want it by Cyber Monday. And the final one is I want it by the end of the year. All have very practical implications as well as necessities and areas to go in order to get that, and considerations that we're going to go over in this video. Now, 3 things to put in your diary which are very important is by the end of November you'll see the Cyber Weekend deals. Also, by mid-December, you'll see the gifting event or an equivalent event. It is more than likely you will not see the gifting event this year, especially with the way that it was handled last year. And as well, expect something new. Maybe another special event as well towards the end of December. And don't forget as well, the December 25th deals, and as well, there could be some sort of gift which you've had on previous 25th of Decembers. All that is very relevant for the video as it does help towards the non-rush side of things and the rush side of things, which if you've seen the time codes, you'll know to skip to the relevant things if you feel that you want to rush ahead and get this ASAP, or it's a case you're happy to wait, especially for the few months towards the end of the year when this gets a lot more easier. So if you don't know already, the title comes with new things of great interest, and there are implications as to if you get Thronebreaker by the time of Cyber Weekend, does it indeed change the ball game when it comes to what you grab from it? And that will be something, whether or not it'll be this year or next year. Initially, Cavalier have said that new daily crystals, new 4-hour crystals, discounted Cavalier crystals, new Cavalier shard calendar replaces your Grandmaster Grandmaster crystal shard calendar are the first things that are going to be changing for those that have gone from Cavalier to Thronebreaker. And also with the upcoming changes. Now, this is the thing, it doesn't say when this will be. I would hope this will be in the following month, which again would tie into Cyber Weekend, and especially with Cyber Monday. So, new gold crystal, new arena crystal, additional items in the Black Item market, new objectives, and exclusive offers, gifts, and rewards. So these are the key things. These are the key things to watch out for, I think. But initially, there's not something of great value for a lot of players that are going to be making that jump from Cavalier to Thronebreaker. But I am doing this video to give a perspective of where and what I'm doing as to will I be able to get this in the first month, so say the month of October, say the 30th of October, so to speak, or is it going to be a case that I'm going to have to wait in November and December, and then it was likely in those 2 months I'll get the title. But, you know, let's investigate with this video. So process 1, what is it? I want it quick. Well, want it quick is spend money. That's it. That's the first thing. And the second thing would be, after spending money, is do Abyss of Legends. It's not a glamorous thing to just say, do that, but that's it. That's the main thing. If you're not one person to go, look, let's gonna see, should I spend or should I not spend? Well, look, do Abyss of Legends, spend money. That's how you easily get there as quickly as possible. If that's not you, and it's the case you need more of a process, then we'll go to stage 2 or point 2, which is I want it in the next month. So I want it in the next month. And by the way, I am referring to getting the rank 3 6-star, so you need tier 5 class catalyst in order to achieve that. So there's lots of things. Kabam do put on a good side event if they've done something that's equal to or similar or even better with the values of the class catalyst and the fragments of which, there should be a good opportunity for you to get a good chunk of tier 5 class catalyst. Yes, it's only 2%, but every little counts. And especially if you're doing other things, all of these little things do add up over time, especially if you're going, look, I want to achieve this in the next month, then you've got to be willing to do the grind. And that's what this is all about with this point 2 or step 2. And step 2 will come with things like the challenges. I'm just about to finish a good chunk of my, well, the last quest of my Cavalier, which gives a 10%. There's also from doing Cavalier a 10% on offer, which I'm part way through now and I should have wrapped this all up by when I need to, which then allows me to then prepare for the next stage of things. Now, I would say that if you have not done Variant 5, your focus point should be Variant 5. It's a really fun quest, and as well, if you're very Mystic-centric or Mystic-strong, so to speak, then it's going to be better for you to do, especially like Science Mystic dual-class crystals in order to get the champions to take on the content to make it easier, if you so wish. Also, when it comes to like what you pick up, it's a 25% Tier 5 class Catalyst Fragment crystal. Now, that is going to be so important. Yes, again, this is down to RNG and it will factor heavily. But again, this is part of the process. This is one stage or one area to go. So if you're doing the side quests and also the Cavalier difficulty side quests and the Cavalier difficulty, yeah, so both things are done, then it adds up. Every little, again, adds up. And it could be a case that Kabam put in December another variant, a variant 6. It is a potential that they will consistently build upon this, and as well when it comes to adding more of these. So this could be that if it's not going to happen next month, for the month of October, you might have to go, oh, it might be November, December time, especially to get this. You might have to be realistic on that subject. But as well, there are other areas to go. There may be special quests that Kabam put in, similar to what they did over the summer and all those boss rushes, and when they culminated to the Omega quest, which gave you an option of a Tier 5 class Catalyst Selector. They did do a bit of a mistake, but that mistake played into the the summoner's hands, which is good. And the other thing, it would be doing Act 6. Now, if you've done the completion side of things, then the advantage is if you're last to do this, then you'll be able to select a lot more, I'd say, better for what you might have. For me, I did Act 6 prior to a lot of this kind of Cavalier difficulty being done. I think it was like March, April time when I did completion of Act 6. So I'm like, well, that's great, but it would have been good to like select something that would have more than likely seen me to have a rank 3 6-star. But you know, I don't care. It's all fun and games at the end of the day. But look, here's your options. Either 100%ing 6.1 if you haven't done already. Moving on to 6.2 and you can 100% that in order to gather yourself a nice little treat from that. If that RNG of the 25% falls favorably for you, then it can be a really good thing. The same thing with Act 6.3. But if time is a bit of an issue, then yes, you can move on to the likes of Abyss of Legends. If you do not have the champions available to do it, then there are other options. There is the further option, which is I want it by Cyber Monday. Now, for those familiar with my channel and as well familiar with some of the grind guides that I do in preparation for stuff like Cyber Weekend and as well July 4th, you'll be familiar with this here. This is from the July 4th deals, and especially when it comes to this idea of before Cyber Weekend or by Cyber Weekend that you have units saved up. This is all about playing the long game on the grind. I've done a unit grind guide video which is on the channel. I think a lot of people got behind it and watched it. You might have seen it. If you haven't, I'll link in the description. But yeah, like these bundles are going to be available on Cyber Weekend. 4,000 units. Firstly, got 2 times Tier 5 10% class Catalyst Fragment crystals. Then as well with the Superior bundle at 10,000. So this is something that you'll need to have 14,000 max for. And that's the thing, 14,000 units for this. Start saving now. This is what I'm going to be working to as a contingency plan if I'm unable to achieve what I need to. And that is you get 1 Tier 5 15% class Catalyst Fragment crystal and another one there. This may change. Do bear in mind the current meta of the game has shifted dramatically from where we were. We have had a few changes. I feel definitely with a shift with Cavalier difficulty, Cavalier side quest being added in, that just does change the game when it comes to how Kabam set up deals, and what we'll see on the Cyber Weekend will probably be better than we've seen before. There will be good buying deals, I imagine, and that's the thing. Will £100, $100 give you a fully formed Tier 5 class Catalyst? It may be the case, especially with the way that some of these kind of deals have been benchmarked in the in recent times. So yes, we'll have to see what happens in the next couple of months. And this is going to be a crucial thing as well, as you may feel like, hey, look, I'm going to spend on some of these deals, whether or not it's a unit deal or whether or not it's a paying deal. And this will be the point of what it does for the change. The change will be from you being Cavalier and going, hey, I'm just going to buy one of these bundles. Oh, look, I've fully formed I can do a 6-star at rank 3. Maybe it's a champion you like, maybe it's a champion you don't like. And then it's a case you can make that decision. I then do the rank up. I then become Thronebreaker. I then allow myself to buy those deals if Thronebreaker deals are indeed in place. But that's going to be a crucial thing, what happens in the next couple of months, and as well where players' grinds are at for what they pick up. So that there is the third point in where you can go, or third step as an option if you want to wait to Cyber Weekend, buy something in Cyber Weekend, get the tier 5 class catalyst from there, and then make that further jump to say, look, you know, am I ready to rank, or am I going to wait for the final thing? The last step is waiting towards the end of the year. As I alluded to in the start of this video, I did say that there's more than likely a good chance we will not see the gifting event ever again. But what does Kabam offer when it comes to the Christmas period that could see us gather some resources, especially from a tier 5 class catalyst perspective? Christmas Day last year, we all received a 5-star awakening gem, a generic one. Is this going to be when we'll receive a 6-star version, or will the current meta give more of a spice to us receiving the tier 5 class catalyst in some sort of shape or form? Maybe it could even be a selector. Who really knows? But that's something you could be optimistic that you could see something good from it at a later date. The same thing could be said for a special calendar. If we're not receiving something of a special crystal or special exchangeable crystals, which is what the gifting event and greater gifting crystals are all about, and I'm sure Kabam won't miss an opportunity to make a bit of money, or at least see these crystals being delivered in some sort of 300 unit pack that they normally are, 300 units per piece. And as well, they will more than likely include stuff that is rarity at the moment, which will be those tier 5 class catalysts. And that again is all about us playing the long game. If you can't see yourself getting Thronebreaker by at least October, end of October or end of November, then it's all about looking towards the end of December and these kind of events. So again, this is all about the idea of not pushing the you have to do Abyss of Legends narrative, but also being optimistic about if you can do it in 2 months, Abyss of Legends, then just look towards the events that Kabam do put out that are just you know, helpful towards maybe calendars, gifts, and as well maybe a special event that will incorporate this greater gifting crystal that's not really gifting, but still the rarity of the items are there for you. The same thing can be said for the Christmas Day deals, because it's always a deal that drops on Christmas Day, and we're always like thinking like, man, we're just like stuffed, we've had lots of drink, and as well just sitting back relaxing going, oh, I know what would be great for Christmas, spending money. So yeah, there will be options for you to spend your money if you see fit by Christmas Day. And again, maybe that's the point of going, look, you know, is this the time when I can do it without doing Abyss or with those unit packs? Because a lot of the time it's like it's units plus the items. You can use those units to then do something like Abyss of Legends if that is your last attempt to try and get yourself a rank 3 6-star. Don't forget as well that we should have 2 seasons of Alliance Wars during that time, which will give players a good opportunity if you are not, unfortunately, higher up. And I hope that Kabam do some changes to the rewards so that you can achieve some tier 5 class catalysts, because currently, yeah, it's not the greatest, especially thinking that you have to be at least Platinum 4 in order to receive something when it comes to that. And even then, Platinum 4, it's just like, you can get that from grinding out Cavalier difficulty, and this goes on for months. It goes on for a little bit less than a month. It feels like a lot more time than just a few weeks, but it is definitely a month. So yeah, it just does feel like it drags on, and you don't really get the volume unless you're up a lot higher of the tier 5 class catalyst. But there you go. That is some practical ideas of the best places to go in order to gather those tier 5 class catalysts to get your rank 3 6-star to indeed get your Thronebreaker title in the various different ways. Do you want it now? Do you want it in the future? Can you wait? can you not? And hopefully this video helped you out. There we go, that has been the video. Hopefully it did indeed help. Check out some recent content up in the far left hand corner and up top, and as well check out over here, I've got some stuff on Rich's Realm. It's just where I live stream and as well do some Marvel Realm of Champions guides. So yeah, and hopefully see you very soon on live stream. Bye bye for now.